All right, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome to What to Sell Wednesday, Tech Money Talks Live. We are just getting connected, just getting online. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me, and I'm connecting Instagram right now as we speak. Taking 30 minutes out of my day, and I tell you, let me just give you an update. I'm not sure how much longer I can continue this, or at least daily. So I'm going to need to switch the schedule here a little bit because my time is getting pretty busy. So while I'm still able to do this, I'd say jump on board. Hopefully you're getting value. I'm connecting Instagram right now. Let me know if you guys are getting value out of this because it helps me to gauge if it's something that I should continue and so on. Really awesome. Let me. All right, so we're streaming live on Instagram as well. So today is What to Sell Wednesdays, and we're going to be kicking things off here. So we're just getting things started. Let me know if you can hear me okay, and if the chat is going good. Let me know if you guys can give a thumbs up. Let me know if this is actually connecting, and if you guys can hear the audio okay. I can bring the mic closer to me. So I'm looking at my chat screen. I don't see it loading. That's not good. I don't see the chat window loading for me right now. So, and I'm not sure how to correct that, if it's gonna kill the stream or not. So we'll just keep things going here. Um, I do not see the chat coming in, so I'm gonna apologize for that I won't see your questions coming in, but we'll just continue on for here. So yesterday, hopefully you guys tuned in yesterday. We had Jim Edwards, and I tell you, this was really awesome. So this right here, we had a podcast, behind the scenes podcast recording with Jim, and I tell you, it was really great for sure. He dropped a lot of value. You could catch it on YouTube or Facebook, Tech Money Talks, and he just dropped a huge amount of value. And I really dug in deep. The audio podcast will come out probably in about 2 or 3 weeks, but you can catch the live recording on youtube.com/techmoneytalks, which is great. Another thing to keep note of is this Friday, we got Otis Coleman, the e-com wizard. And if you don't know who he is, then be sure to tune in. I mean, he's dropping a lot of value for sure. Here's his YouTube channel right here, over 16,000 subscribers. He's got thousands of viewers each day. If you're on Instagram right now, you want to see my screen, then tune into YouTube or Facebook. But he's dropping a lot of value. So we're going to have the e-com wizard, Otis Coleman, is going to be, let me make sure I have the correct time, 11 a.m. Central. So 11 a.m. Central this Friday, May 29th. So I'm going to be interviewing him live. So you'll get another chance behind the scenes recording as we do the podcast recording. And along the same time, hopefully we don't have the issue that's happening right now, is the chat window. I'm not getting the chat. I'm going to see if I can close it real quick, and if it opens. Let me see if that works. Because I really want to see the chat. I want to see the questions coming in. That's the whole point of doing it live. But let me see if I can open up the controls again. Give me a second here. I'm not even sure how to do it. Tools. No, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Apologize about that. I can't find the chat window. Nope, I'm not seeing it at all. Darn. I wish I could see it, but at least it's streaming right now. So I'll just continue on. Yeah, there's no other way for me to like catch the stream here. So let's continue on. So this is all about what to sell, and let's dive right into it. So I want to make the most out of it. I think people get a lot of value out of this for sure. One of the things that I haven't touched on before, and I'll toggle my screen here so you guys can see on Instagram, and you'll get a chance to see what's going on here, which is, here's one site to make note of. This site right here is called This Is Why I'm Broke. This is why I'm broke. And this is like another site that's similar to this one here, which is Shut Up and Take My Money. Real trendy like site, you know, popular products that are popping off, unique things that you don't typically find in stores. And let's just take a look here. You know, this is live. This is my first time taking a look today in here, but I pulled everything up just so that we have it available. So let's just take a look. So here it's sorted by newest. And we'll just take a look here. And man, I really wish that we had the chat going so that I could collect your questions, but I'm not going to keep dwelling on it any further. iPhone flip concept. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. A cup that says postpone vacation tears. Okay. And let's just take a look here. This is pretty funny. I think we should send this to Jim Edwards. Remember he was talking about the chickens, and he's letting out the chicken, you know, coop or whatever he does live every day. Imagine if they had this little picnic table to eat. That's pretty funny. A human jigsaw puzzle here. And yeah, I'm going live right now. So we got the human anatomy jigsaw puzzle. This one right here, which is interesting. Look at this. Leatherman. This Leatherman signal camping multi-tool. This is actually pretty interesting. The reason why is because I remember this being one of the most popular products that was being sold on ClickFunnels. And it's interesting that this was a link to Amazon. So that's pretty interesting, selling for $119. Now this right here, I'm not sure. So a 19-in-1 tool, emergency multi-tool with fire starter. That's really interesting for sure. Let's take a look and see. Let's just do a quick check here. So now we're in Ad Spy. Within advertising, might not be able to, but let's just take a look here. So let's just say, was multi-tool one word or two? I didn't catch that. Multi-tool, one word. So we're going to add this to filter. And I just want to see if there's anything similar to like this multi-tool selection. Okay, so there's some advertising going on. Let's just continue off of this. So let's just say, okay, ads that we're seeing at least within the last 30 days. And that's a little bit more than 30, but it's okay. And let's just say if it has total likes greater than 500. And let's see if we have a Shop Now button. And now we're starting to see things pop off here. So take a look at this bicycle limited edition. That's pretty cool. Multi-tool keychain, pretty cool. 800 likes, seem interesting. And then just these two things, and that's about it. So related to the multi-tool, and I think the reason why is that I think some of the advertising can get stuck in there. Let's just play this video real quick. I want to see what this video looks like. That has a fire starter too, looks like. That's actually a really creative tool. I didn't think it did all those things, and the video does it justice for sure. Two different sites selling it. So let's see. The ad start created April 10th, last seen May 3rd, and 4,300 likes, which is pretty good. This one, so it looks like we don't see currently running ads, but let's take a further look into the store and see what we see here. Let's see. And Andreas, I'm not planning to launch the Zoom today, so I apologize about that. People were asking about Zoom. So let's see here. But if you have any questions on, I am seeing the chat on Instagram, so you could drop a question there if you'd like. Interesting. So how are they selling it for $9.98? And it's not even there anymore. So this looks like a site that could have like spurred up, and then all of a sudden it's not performing anymore, which is interesting. So I think there's some interest there, but the stuff related to, they could get a little tricky related to, this type of tool, just because I think, there's some advertising restrictions related to if you're trying to, something that has like a knife or could be perceived as a weapon, then the advertising wouldn't go through. Like even some of these suggested products may not go through, like this thing for sure. So let's take a look at some other ideas here. So let's see here. Lego Minion set. The hanging planter. That Japanese hornet. So you can see a lot of current stuff that's kind of like catchy and trendy all at the same time. Flaming bulb. Really interesting stuff. So this kind of site here, it's called thisiswhyimbroke.com. And you can see that a lot of people go here just for like these unique items. And it's just worth scrolling through just to get some ideas, because some of this stuff is current and it's what you want to look at just to get some ideas to start plugging in here. Look at the coin. So remember we saw the other thing that there was a jar, and now here's like a coin. Same thing here. So this is interesting for sure. Just little gag things. Smallest PC, space knives, masks, stuff like that. A lot of this stuff is really taken off, and I'm continuing to scroll. But that's one of the things here. So that's another site. Shut Up and Take My Money is another site that has similar things, but we won't spend too much time on it here. Another thing that we could look at that I've mentioned before on here, if you didn't catch, is like Trend Hunter. So the whole purpose of this is like get ideas sparking, get ideas going through, and just to find out what ideas are popping off. And so let's see here. Let's see this week top 20 trends, shoe trends, Rugen trends, top 30 market trends. Let's take a look at that. So we got the top 30 market trends. And the whole goal here is to get ideas. What would it lead to, product ideas and things like that. So here we see electric cars nationwide, prescription deliverables, e-commerce, virus protection, very important. Working volunteers. So everything that's going on. I mean, the thing we want to keep in mind right now, the country is looking to open up and do more business. And we could see here, here's another antivirus e-commerce initiative, things to keep the employees safe, things like that. And actually, speaking of that, there's something that actually came in, and I was surprised that it came in. Let me switch my screen here. I was surprised that this came in. It's another product that I had shown that was a seller. So this right here, let's see if it turns on. Ooh, I'm looking at the light. The light's reflecting. There we go. Oh, there we go. So this is supposed to work like a necklace. So you turn it on and you wear it around your, and I think it's supposed to act like a magnet for viruses, pollutants, bacteria, things like that. So if you ever, and I've talked about this before. So this is like if you ever seen the Sharper Image, and it has the uh, ion purifier, air purifier. So like that air purifier can like clear like a whole like 300 square foot room of pollutants. And this is basically like wearing the same technology around your neck. So imagine you have your mask, but you also have this hanging around your neck, and pollutants and whatever. Instead of just kind of floating around so that you could breathe it in, hopefully your mask is protecting, but this could act like a magnet because it's wearing around your neck and so on. So this was a seller. This was selling, but then I stopped selling it because it took so darn long to ship. It took really long. I want to say now that I was actually surprised that this came in because they didn't meet the deliverables. And let me turn it off here. So you just press and hold and it turns off now. It didn't meet the deliverables. So I actually requested a product refund for it because they didn't meet the timeline there. I'm not sure the reason why, but it literally just came in yesterday. So really interesting thing. It was a product that sells, but and I'd like to do more in it, but it just wasn't shipping, fast enough. I might take a look since the product actually came through. So it's something that you might want to think about as well. It is a product that does sell. So it was worded as like the Ionic Purifier. And actually, let me see if I could pull that up for you guys too. That might be a good tip here. No, I don't think I have it available here. Yeah, because I stopped selling it. Yeah, I don't have it available. I had stopped selling it, but it's a very interesting thing for sure. So, speaking of that, I mean that goes related to the trends here. This kind of stuff. The other things that I had mentioned related to UV. And actually, let's do a search under there. Let me remove MultiTool, and let me do something that's called UV. Now, the thing about UV is that it's supposed to sterilize the items. So UV protection, sterilizing the items here. So here, it looks like this that just started. Shop smart tools, sterilizing objects, now simple, created box with UV systems. And let's take a look and see, because I've been seeing more of these popping up, and I've been very interested in it too. I think I showed you guys in one of the previous episodes, like that wand that has the UV thing. I think the box may have some things interesting related to it as well. So let's take a look here. Let's play the video. Okay, so it's a UV box that to sterilize things, and I think it's uh, definitely a really good item and concept. So this is the person's website, and has a unique theme to it as well. A dark theme color proof. It looks like they're getting customers buying. Look at that table tennis net in that proof of concept down at the bottom there. Um, I think we had pulled that one up beforehand. That is actually, I think, something that's worth selling right now. We should pull that up as well. So let's see here. So this is a sterilizer. They're selling it for $39.99. Um, let's see what their stats are here. So 500 likes, all within the past, a few days. It's pretty interesting. Um, let's continue on further and see what's here. And do I have total? Yeah, total likes. Okay. Let's see what else there is. So UVlizer has been selling for quite a while. I saw that their site, and let's see what they're actually selling right now. I saw that this was another interesting item. They have likes. It's an upward trend going up. Let's see what they're selling in this item here. So it looked like they're just enabling these UV strips in here, but just like getting behind the concept that'll help sterilize a room or something like that. And let's pull up what they're actually selling. Yeah, so I saw this already, and they're selling it for $99.95. And this product is actually available on AliExpress. I don't recall offhand the shipping time, but it's definitely something that I have my eye on as far as starting to look at. UV, and let's see if we could get a little bit deeper insight into. Let me reset this. And let's see if we could say UV. Let's see if we see anything here. Here is this UV box sterilizer that we saw earlier. We can see kind of okay, so that's a store trend. Selling price, a UV box. If we want to find it on AliExpress, let's see what's there. And here's the UV box. So they're selling it for, let's see what the US shipping. So $21 plus this, so about $26. Shipping in about 3 weeks, it looks like. And so it's somewhat okay. But the UV box, so that's about $26, and you saw that this site was selling it for yeah, I think that other site was selling it for $39.95, right? Yeah. So 39. So there's some potential there for sure. I think stuff in this space, and you can see that it has some attraction going on. Let's see what else we got here. And base one. So you know what? Let's go back to the top here, and I'm going to remove this category altogether. And we're going to say last seen between this date, total likes, boom. And we're going to sort by number of likes. And let's just get some recommendations popping off to us here. And let's also say that's also selling on Shopify. It's amazing what we can do here. Last seen May 10th. And let's shorten the last seen date range here. Let's do something that's within within the month of May. And we're sorted by likes. So let's see here. So we can see that this Tree of Life charm bracelet, 400,000. Wow. Okay. So stuff like bracelets and accessories like that is actually pretty cool. We could see an upward trend. Look at that. So from 2018, man, this has some history. Okay. So let's take a look here. So they call it Pandora's Box exclusive offer. What are they selling this at? So $29.95, buy 2, 3. So wow, this is actually very interesting for sure. And you can see all the bells and whistles here popping up off of the site. That's interesting. And just look at this longevity here for sure. So this is a long-lasting upward trend that they're doing really good, selling mostly to women. We could see in all these different countries, the different age groups. So it looks like definitely 40 and up. Great insight here for sure. So Tree of Life, that thing is powerful. So I think that's a really good one to jump in on. Let's see what else. That paint roller has been coming up, and we see even a current one here again. Today is the May 27th, so we see that popping off. That's interesting. So 187,000. And right now, I bet, there's a bunch of people looking to paint. We could see an upward trend since April 20th. Here they're called Match Bunny. Let's take a look at the store. It's a mix between male, female, mostly male. Now, what's interesting is how are they selling it at $16.96? Because I think I remember looking it up on AliExpress, and I think it cost more than that. So that's a real interesting thing here. And I have caught that as a trend. I mean, it's unfortunate that I think some people, we could see this on AdSpy, and I could see some patterns of where people are quickly launching stores, getting quick sales, and then dropping the store quickly because I don't think they're following through on their orders or something like that. Something's going on there, which is kind of unfortunate. So, but that kind of stuff that we could see. So some of these where they're offering like a really low price, it makes me wonder how are they doing it. When the cost is pretty close to the same. So AirPod covers. Let's see what this is. Shoes. Really weird. So I'm just scanning down here for more ideas. So this is all sorted, but we could see the number of likes in there for sure. And another concept that we're seeing here is stuff related to even like print on demand type of stuff. So we're seeing a bunch of hats, tees, all related to what's current with the times. Here we're seeing that big giant bubble again. This thing is pretty catchy for sure. So we could see 98,000 likes created and still seen this month, which we could see it rose real quick and just starting to plateau, but we could look further. That's amazing. Okay, so they're selling for $6.95, but this bubble here is pretty popular as well. And The videos are just eye catchy, so I'm pretty sure that their video probably just the same. Yeah. I mean, I think that's really cool filling it with water like that, the way it kind of shows up there. Um, but definitely a catchy item for sure. So even throughout this thing, I want to say that we covered maybe about 5 at least products that are worth tapping into. And it's all about, entering the market. Find a market, enter it in there, and become a better marketer. So learn the stuff from yesterday, Jim Edwards, and how to make irresistible offers and using the ad copy and things like that. And you take products like these, and it allows you to enter the market to do a better job than what some of these sites are doing, which really looks kind of plain Jane, and they're only competing on price. But to be able to create something and make an irresistible offer, and that's the name of the game. So this is the end here. I wanted to put most of the time into focusing on finding the different sites, so some of the ideas are free, like the free sites that I talked about, and then some of them are paid and so on. But we're going to end it off here. And like I said, I think I'm going to be changing the schedule just because my time's getting a little bit busy, but I'm going to try to stick to it. So it's still up in the air right now. But if you like everything, just please, show your support, throw a like out there. Let me know that, this kind of stuff is helpful, and I'll be sure to try to keep things going as much as I can. So, all right, guys. Well, this is the end. This is the end here today. This was all focused on what to sell Wednesdays, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Be sure to tune in Friday with Otis Coleman. I'm telling you, man, he's absolutely popping off. So this Friday live, come with your questions there. Hopefully my chat window's working there as well. All right, guys. Peace.